Alright, so in my recent video, we covered some early battles from Gucci, who might not be as experienced as some, and there was enough to learn from there. And in today's video, we've got some very, very meta picks. We have Politoed, Umbreon, and Galvantula. This is by no means a spicy team, and let's just get straight on into it. So running Blizzard on the Politoed, which is interesting because you can save an LARP, you can save an elite charge TM with that, and that is kind of a good way to go. We got a Celebi coming in. Okay, all right, these were a couple of weeks ago, by the way. I'm not sure what rank Acorn is now. He's probably beyond I am. I've not been playing as much at all, but Lunge is double super effective because it's super effective against that Psychic and Grass, which is a pretty interesting combo. Psychic and Grass is not too popular of a typing. You see it on Executor, and I can't think of anything off the top of my head. There might be more, but Celebi is the key user of it. And I think when it comes to PvP, it is one of the worst. Okay, you could have absolutely thrown Lunge and taken back Switch Advantage, so I'm not 100% sure I agree with this swap. Celebi, what does it run? Psychic, and I don't even remember. I have no idea. Seed Bomb. Yeah, I think that's it. So Seed Bomb is a super weak move, and this Celebi could absolutely be off the field. It could be worth saving that move just for later. Maybe that's what he thinks. Maybe he knows that even if he could have Switch Advantage, Umbreon is going to be doing pretty well against Galvantula and Celebi. However, Galvantula is just going to spam Lunge right now, and this is going to be quite a long matchup. But we are in the Great League, so the Pokemon are a little bit squishier. If this was in the Ultra League, I probably would have fast-forwarded because a maxed out Umbreon is quite a grind just to watch, even in a sped-up video, because there is a lot that has to happen there. And yeah, so the Volt Switch did get through when he was throwing that move. Some obvious mistakes here, but that's all right. These are what we're here for. This is exactly what we have to learn from, because I think Lunge just to eliminate that Celebi was probably the way to go. But as we've seen, it really didn't matter here because Umbreon is just so tanky. It's not going to have any problem dispersing this Pokemon either way. And I am completely forgetting the Pokemon that we have in the back here. Yeah, I don't think we ever saw it. Abomasnow. So this is where Lunge would have been really fantastic to have. It looks like Blizzard is the only way we're going to be able to take this thing out. He could definitely catch a Weather Ball on Politoed if he can count up 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, so the Pokemon on the enemy side here definitely wised up to it, and this is gonna hurt. Energy Ball does a lot of damage to Politoed. I don't think there's any way he makes it to a Blizzard, and while I thought that the previous mistakes were okay, I think it might have cost him the game there, but that is completely all right. That is, oh, well, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, okay, Umbreon, you are quite thick, but not quite thick enough. Too many Seed Bombs, but that's all right. Maybe the next game will be a little bit better. I know that he sent these in a couple of files, so I think we're only going to get 2 games here. So yeah, Great League squish between Master League and Master League Classic. I've been thinking about regular Master League now, and with XL being a thing, is it not completely the same as the regular one, just more expensive to level up the Pokemon? Am I wrong? Somebody comment if you guys have an opinion on that. Oof. Either we are lagging or Acorn or was distracted. I'm not 100% sure what happened here, but quite a few mud shots coming in from Swampert, going straight for Earthquake. Okay, well, that is going to put him behind on energy, that's for sure. Yeah, Weather Ball spam is really, really nice here. I think this is a positive matchup for Politoed just because it is one of the very, very few Pokemon that can out-spam Swampert. Swampert is a super, super annoying Pokemon to deal with. I think we can even tank an Earthquake here, but Weather Ball is just going to be way too oppressive. I think he's going to be able to tank an Earthquake and throw more. I wouldn't double shield in the lead. That's one of the things that I've tried to do less and less as a battler. I really like to keep that shield. I will go down lead even if it means that. Maybe in the Ultra League, Politoed would have tanked that a little bit better, but in this case, not so much. Okay, so Galvantula does have a single resistance when it's attacking Swampert, because ground in the main series games is immune to electric. So in Pokemon Go, it's actually double resisted, and that is not quite good. So it looks like we're only going to get 1 extra Volt Switch of energy here. I think that was probably fine. He probably should have come in with Umbreon. It would have been slow. It would have been grindy, and that game just completely ended. I thought we were going to get through that set, and apparently it just completely cut off. I'm not sure what the hell that was, but this is a completely different game now. I am so sorry. I assumed that we were going to get a full match out of that. Well, I guess we'll never know. Galvantula into Azumarill is good, but okay, Viper. What league is I did not see the rank going into this. I'm so sorry for the shakeup, you guys, but Viper is Viper maybe not the most, well, I don't know. It's fragile, but it's clearly doing some damage here, even debuffed. Crunch is going to do a lot, and yeah, okay, so this is with a 30-second timer, definitely. So Azumarill, Oh boy. Azumarill is brutal to deal with because it's going to have a really good matchup against Umbreon and Galvantula. Galvantula is going to be the only counter, so it's going to have a really good matchup against Politoed and Umbreon, especially without Earthquake. You are essentially walled here, and I'm not really sure what the plan is. Maybe he's going to build up energy and catch on something. He's going to lag a little bit. Okay. Maybe he's going to fake an Earthquake. That could be a good way to maybe get some shields out of this matchup at least. I'm not really sure if you'd want to sack Politoed or Umbreon, but it's going to be an uphill battle to get a Galvantula aligned against this thing because there's a Viper lurking in the back, slithering in the back, if you will, that is just going to have some fun. But oh my goodness, the spamminess of Politoed is unbelievable. It just throws and throws and throws. This Azumarill has to be at 100 energy by now. I would probably save the shield, come in with Galvantula, farm down, and then shield once. That's probably the best way to come out of this. Swinging, do not throw a move. Oof, okay, yeah. Shield the obvious play rough here. And I don't know what to do here, honestly, because if Viper's low, maybe he can Volt Switch down. We'll have to see what the health range is. Double debuff that. I would actually throw one lunge and then swap, because he's going to want to clear that debuff, and it's going to be super effective. So you might want to just keep that as a card up your sleeve, or just get the damage in now. That's completely fine, because I feel like with this much of a health advantage, Umbreon can actually handle Obstagoon quite well. And I am clearly too dialed into the Ultra League, because that did way more than I thought it would, and this match is essentially a GG at this point. Umbreon is maybe not technically winning in the sense of like the typing, perhaps, but it is going to outbulk the opponent's team. What is this, a Poison Fang? I think he's just wasting our time. Yeah, that is not going to be enough to win the game. I would farm down just for the BM, and the opponent left the game. Yeah, I have definitely been in that position where I just throw a move kind of as a Hail Mary, like, like, you know, I'm just already defeated, throwing a wimpy punch, like, yeah, I know it's over. I know. And then you concede. So that can definitely save us some time. I had a matchup today, actually. I was playing at the mall, and I lost the lead in a really bad way. Like, he got in more moves than he should have, and I just left out of frustration. But the only reason I was doing that at the mall was because I had a quest to battle and go Battle League, and when you leave a match, it doesn't count. So I was like, great, I got screwed out of a lead, and I didn't get the challenge. Oof, foul play coming through. But once again, with Dark and Grass here, we're going to get double super effective lunge damage. So this isn't that bad for Galvantula, and I would, okay, interesting. Yeah, no, that's good. I would have thrown the move, but I'm also stupid sometimes, because Poliwag, Politoed, and Umbreon both have very, very good matchups to Marowak, rivaled only by, like, maybe Mandibuzz having a better matchup. Marowak is hard-walled by his lead Pokemon and backline here, so I'm not really sure there's going to be too much play. Even if Marowak's health gets low enough, oof, okay, that was definitely caught on the Shiftry. Lunge, we overtapped. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if this is worth shielding or not. Galvantula is definitely his best answer to Shiftry. Not a Pokemon you see that often anymore, but you definitely want to get that Shiftry out of the way, because, you know, Marowak is easily going to be handled. And what do we have in the back? I don't know. But like I said, a lunge, even discharge, they're both the same energy. It doesn't really matter which one you throw here. I do discharge maybe just to be safe, but it doesn't matter. He's going to take it out completely fine. But he had two good answers to Marowak, but Marowak is no longer there. So what's going to come in after this leg? We have no idea, because he's not going to throw it. Anytime now. Anytime. It's a Ferrothorn. So I think this is probably a leg into the battle. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit, because I'm pretty sure there's not really too much nuance here. He's just going to Blizzard and essentially outbulk in a very, very leggy game. Oh, man. Poor Politoed. I'm just personally curious, how much does Blizzard do? Yeah, a good amount. So yeah, Blizzard or Earthquake. Honestly, if you don't have an Elite TM, I think that Politoed is completely fine with just Mudge Shot and Weather Ball. You might not even need that third move, but I think Blizzard is completely fine. I actually got really, really lucky. One of the Pokemon I just happened to have. No idea why I kept it. I was going to transfer a Politoed that had Earthquake long ago, and then I saw in a YouTube video that apparently, okay, swapped out with Talonflame. I don't know. I mean, Politoed and Galvantula are both really good against Talonflame. Maybe this is a good swap. I think either way is good. I think he made a good move here, though. Probably a better matchup here. Just, yeah, spam lunge, get that Medicham debuffed, and maybe overfarm a bit in case Talonflame comes in, because we're on that 30-second timer. Talonflame could come in now, and there it is, and he swapped out. Oof, transfers the Incinerate damage onto Politoed while getting the extra Volt Switch on the Galvantula. That is very beautiful. Very, very good. Gonna get that extra damage, and he probably doesn't need to shield anything, but this is probably also a Brave Bird. Yeah, it's kind of transparent. You could even overfarm. Okay, he could have gone a little bit more there. He was one Incinerator away from another move, so he could have gotten a little bit of extra energy there. But Yeah, I lost my train of thought on the thing I was saying, and I'm disappointed. Oh yeah, my Politoed. So I kept it after all these times, all these years, and then I found out that it has like rank 17 or something in the Ultra League with Earthquake already on it. So I got to save an Elite TM and potentially level up one of my old Pokemon, which is very convenient. I have almost never had a legacy Pokemon without Elite TMs. I've always been very brutal about transferring, and I never kept up with PvP. So the old Stone Edge Blaziken and all that stuff, you know, Icy Wind on the Dugong, I never knew about that. I never collected it. I could have evolved plenty of seals back in the day. I just didn't, because why would I have? You know, how could I have ever known that PvP was going to come out, be a thing, and Icy Wind was going to be good? But don't worry. I Elite TM'd my Dugong, rank 4 too. I was really, really fortunate to get that one. And yeah, this is a pretty straightforward matchup. Just bullying Medicham, and Victory Bell is going to be a bit of a problem, but Lunge is really, really strong. Galvantula has a really high attack, and this should be honestly KO. Yeah, just about. And not even, this is probably a CMP tie, but other than that, if it wasn't a CMP tie, I'm not even sure why you'd throw here, because that match is a wrap, boys. Yeah, simultaneously KO, and a closer matchup than I think it could have been, but GG Acorn. Definitely like to see some of these battles. How many more do we have to go? Okay, all right. I just wanted to be sure. I'm not sure the actual playback speed of this. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit because, yeah, we also have a little bit of a laggy battle here. Let's just skip all the way ahead. Coming in, Drifblim versus Politoed. Okay, swap. Yeah, because his whole backline is really good to Drifblim. And Medicham, hey, just like we saw, this is definitely where you want to see a Medicham with this team. And I'm happy to see it on the swap here. Definitely want to spam Lunge. I think I saw in a video that Lunge was like 5 base damage less than Discharge or something. It's really, really close, but it also has that guaranteed attack debuff. Okay, Dynamic Punch. Not a move I've seen used in a while. Also not the one you'd want to go for, because it's almost one of the only moves Medicham has that's resisted. Ice Punch or Psychic would have both been better there. Yeah, definitely going to shield the Icy Wind, recognizing the fact that Galvantula is going to be really good in this matchup. I would probably build up to a Volt Switch, like a couple more Volt Switches in, but it doesn't really matter. Icy Wind's not going to matter much against the Umbreon here. This is a really, really dominant matchup. I actually used Drifblim a little bit in recent Ultra League battles. I stole it from a streamer and then found I did not like the team at all. He might have just been trying it out. I did not do my research, but it was not impressive. That whole team was like double ghost in the back. So it was like Machamp, Drifblim, and Jellicent. So yeah, definitely did not like to see Umbreon in the back line. It's a hard wall. There's nothing you can do. This is, once again, a situation where Earthquake could have been good. The only time where I really saw him throw the Blizzard there was against the Ferrothorn, and even then, Earthquake would have been neutral too. So in the old fight versus Earthquake versus Blizzard, I'm not really seeing too many situations where Blizzard's all that useful. I am fully aware that against a grass type, it can come in clutch, but honestly, you know, maybe it can be nicer to have Earthquake. I mean, that seems to be what PV Poke thinks, but honestly, my one example of where Earthquake would have definitely been better, or at least a second example in this video, is against his Registeel, where it looks like he's going to be completely fine anyway. Oh, never mind. He is not going to be able to tank this if it's a Focus Blast. No idea why they throw Flash Cannon here. It's not that much energy, and yeah, Drifblim is going to get absolutely melted. It might be able to get off an Icy Wind, but it's not going to help the Registeel. Oof. Umbreon is very, very, very bulky, and I'm not even sure if Focus Blast would KO from here. I am glad to see it. This should not KO. It does like, I don't know, 60-70%. Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount. You'd think that Focus Blast, I think the strongest fighting move, should KO an Umbreon, but not even close. He takes it like a champ. This is like the third video, only third? Yeah, third video I've recorded in one session, and I ate like way too long ago, so I'm losing my steam here. All right, here we go. Meganium. Are we going to be able to see a Blizzard land against this thing? Lunge and Blizzard are the two ways that we're going to be taking out that Meganium, or outbulking it with Umbreon. I assume they're staying in just to weaken it, just to get a better matchup for Altaria. This is a very, very neutral matchup, but Blizzard also can do a ton of damage to Altaria. Now, the opponent could recognize that the only reason you'd ever swap in a Politoed against an Altaria is because of Blizzard, but let's see how it plays out. If the opponent is smart, there's no way they wouldn't shield this. Oof, okay. Trying to catch a move, or just, you know, coincidentally, not bad. Cresselia probably has Grass Knot coming in against this, and yeah, they waited way too long, and Umbreon is also going to have a good matchup. Even with Moonblast, Umbreon is going to have a fun time spamming Foul Play, and definitely threatening Cresselia's health. Cresselia is not that bulky in Great League. I mean, bulky enough, but not nearly as much as it gets to in Ultra League. It's kind of ridiculous. Shield up that Moonblast, because Umbreon is a really good neutral check to like the entire backline of the opponent right now, so Umbreon is going to be nice to keep alive. Yeah, look at that Cresselia. cannot go down that easy in Ultra League, but yeah. And like I said, Galvantula, probably his best matchup is against this Meganium because of that lunge damage. It's going to be neutral against the Altaria, and definitely something worth keeping alive here. Maybe throw the lunge. Oof, okay, I don't think Sky Attack KOs, but it's going to be close. I don't think he's going to be able to get to 2 moves, so maybe just throw the, okay, Discharge. He seems to think he's going to be able to get to a lunge later on. I would swap out right now and, yeah, just get out of there. At this point, it's not going to matter that he has Blizzard because Weather Ball is going to be enough damage. Yeah, just a couple more Mud Shots. And Meganium, we're never going to make it to Blizzard. That is so unfortunate. And he never even shielded. This is brutal. Maybe Lunge? Yeah, no, that sucks. Yeah, I would, it would have been really, really nice to get a Lunge off, maybe improve that matchup against Umbreon, but Snarl damage is not going to be threatening, and that is unfortunate. I really thought he had a chance that whole time, but maybe the swaps weren't smooth enough. I don't know. It's still a 4-1, though, getting that Lampent. I remember going nuts for Lampent. We were all grinding so hard when this came out for the very first time, or at least Litwick. We were all trying to get a perfect one, and it was so many cars in one spot when we finally found one, and it was a very, very exciting thing to be out at 4 a.m. and dudes are showing up in their pajamas like, yeah, no, we got the call. We got the call. And we got a perfect Litwick, so that was very nice, and I have not gotten much use out of it since. It's a good raid Pokemon. I have not utilized it much in PvP, but congrats on the 4-1. A little bit of confusing on the sets, getting over 2,000 with the order of that. I hope to see more. If you guys want to submit them, link down below, and we are just apparently replaying. I'll see you guys in the next video.